What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, what's good, what's good? Peace, 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 peace. I mean, we're gonna give it a minute. We're just gonna vibe out. What up, what up, what up? You got a wave on him. Got a wave on him for it. All right. What up, what up, what up? What's everybody up to? What it is, what it is. All right, let me turn this music off. What up, what up, what up? It's midnight over here in Vegas on the West Coast. You know what I mean? I'm just getting my motherfucking day started. Thought I'd give a little game in the meantime. You know what I mean? So the question is, are you built for success? Now, why would I ask such a question, right? Of course, everybody wants success. You know, who doesn't want to be successful? But let me tell you something. Misery loves company. We all heard the phrase before, right? But what does it really mean? Let's take a look at the mentality of the masses and why you have to overcome. The masses are barbaric. Let's just keep it real. The masses are barbaric, primitive, animalistic, and at the end of the day, you have to be the complete opposite. What do I mean by that? Most motherfuckers are stressing 24/7 about some bullshit. You know what I mean? Everybody want to be successful, but they already complaining about the problems they already have. Motherfuckers complaining about paying their rent, complaining about their bitch, complaining about their niggas, whatever the fuck, right? Motherfuckers is already complaining about shit, but you don't think you're going to have problems when you're successful? You're going to have more fucking problems. You're going to have more shit to deal with. More money, more problems. We all heard the phrase, right? So if motherfuckers can't even deal with being broke or deal with being, you know, operating their life on minimum wage or middle class or even middle upper class, you think motherfuckers is built for success? You feel me? Let's just really look at this shit. Just look at the majority of the people who have 1,000,001 excuses, 1,000,001 reasons why life is miserable, why life sucks. They want to point the finger at whoever the fuck. But are you really built for success? If you have a problem being broke, if you have a problem being poor, if this life is just too much for you already, you ain't gonna make it. This shit will eat you up and spit you out and forget about you like the shit never happened. You get swallowed by the fucking whale, just like in the Bible. Now, what do I mean? Let's take it a step further. The masses trust everything, even lies, even rumors. If it sounds good, they go with it. What do I mean? If somebody spreads a lie, if somebody spreads a rumor, they're more likely to believe that shit than to believe the truth, because the truth, not only does the truth hurt, but the truth is sometimes boring. Nobody really want to hear the truth. They want to hear the juicy shit. They want to hear the gossip, right? Motherfuckers sit on the phone gossiping all day about some other motherfucker's pockets, how much money this motherfucker got, what this motherfucker doing, who's in jail, who's not in jail, all the fucking bullshit that don't even need to plague your mind, right? We all have family, so we are surrounded by these motherfuckers all day. And if you don't have people in your family, you just look at anybody outside your family. Just go outside and take a walk around your city, and you will see exactly what I'm saying. Motherfuckers have road rage. For those who drive, you know what it is. Motherfuckers can't control themselves behind the wheel. They can't control their emotions. They can't control their habits. They can't control their hunger. Have no type of discipline. They can't even fucking last 2 weeks. They get paid every 2 weeks. Some people get paid every week. Can't even fucking keep their money in their pocket for 2 weeks. For 14 days, motherfuckers is broke before they get their next paycheck. Because of a lack of discipline. Because they want to live a certain type of way. They trying to mimic what they see on TV, and they trying to live and be exactly who they aren't. But are you built for success? Are you really built for success? Because success means you place yourself in danger. This shit is not all bright lights and glory. You place yourself in danger. You become a target. You become the person that is being hated on. You become the person that people want to kill. You become the person that people want to harm. And you become the person that people pray on their downfall. They want to see you in jail. They want to see you fucked up. They want to see you on top and drop back down to the bottom. Just look at anywhere. Most motherfuckers make money off of gossip. Look at all these radio shows. Look at all these internet blogs. They're always talking about some fucking athlete, some type of rapper, some type of successful person. And just you can hear the hate in their fucking voice. They can't stand that this person has this certain amount of money. Oh, this person should be using their money for this. Oh, you got $1 million in jewelry? You should have gave that to the people. You should have helped your community. As if they're not already doing this shit. Are you prepared to be scrutinized to the point where they want you to go crazy? They want you to lose your mind. They want somebody to shoot you, or they want you to shoot somebody else and get locked up. See, the masses do not fucking support you. That's why 1 minute they're your fan, then the next minute, if they see that you're doing something or they hear a gossip story, then they move right along. There is no loyalty in the game. There is no trust. There is no love. You enter into the real world when you become successful, whatever that means to you. Now you have to protect yourself. You think you about to live in a mansion, or you about to be driving around in these fucking Bentleys and all these things, and motherfuckers are not going to try you? Especially if you speak about, your upbringing and where you come from and all these things. You don't think people are going to challenge that? You don't think people are not going to believe that? You think you're going to be able to just walk in the mall and walk here and do this and do that? And it's just going to be all love? It may be mostly love. It may just want to be people that just want to take pictures with you, that just want to be in your presence just to be around somebody successful. And that's all good. But that's only half the story. This is why when you hear music is very, very negative, especially in these times. When you listen to the average hip-hop song, this shit, if it's not just turn-up music, it's talking about, the mean streets, the evil streets. People have evil spirits. What do I mean by that? People are trapped in their own misery and they can't get out because they don't understand how the mind works. They don't understand 100% of your problems are mental. There are no physical problems. Physicality is a result of your thinking. We already know this, right? Thoughts become things, so on and so forth. But try telling this to somebody who's foolish. Now, by foolish, I don't mean they don't know or that they're not wise. They choose not to listen. You can speak the truth, and they choose not to listen. See, these are evil people. That you can say the truth, you can speak the truth, you can be who you are, you can give this person your heart. But they don't want to listen. They don't want to cooperate, and they start looking at you like you're the demon. They don't want to see you flashy. They don't want to see you fresh. They don't want to see you popping your collar, doing all this shit, having all these, I don't want to be too explicit, but I just got to keep it real. Because hopefully, if you follow along with what I'm doing or whoever you choose to watch, and you implement all these things, you will become successful. Like, it's no way for you not to. If you really are built for success, you have to be built. What do I mean? Do you really have the courage and the determination to start completely over? What do I mean by that? All the hard work you have done to whatever point you are in life, wherever you are in life, are you willing to start completely over? Ask yourself that. Because everybody be like, oh, I work hard to get to. to get all the things I had, the car, the this, the that, all these material things? Are you willing to give all that shit up and start from scratch and do it again and do it even better? Are you willing to give everything up? I don't think so. Because you see how attached people are. You work hard to get that car, right? You work hard to move into a nice neighborhood. You work hard to get that furniture. You work hard to get those clothes. You work hard to look nice, right? But are you willing to give all that shit up and start from scratch? Now, why would you start from scratch? You start from scratch to prove to yourself that you can really do this shit. What do I mean? When you're in a fast life, money comes and goes, right? But can you lose it all and bounce back? That's the ultimate challenge. Can you lose it all and bounce back? All the hard work you did, can you lose every single thing you have and still bounce back? Are you really built? Again, we have a lot of people that have short-term success. Then you have very, 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 very few people who have long-term success. Everybody can't be a Jay-Z. Everybody can't be a professional athlete for 10 plus years, 20 plus years. Everybody can't run a successful business that outlives their life. What do I mean by that? Somebody who started a business in 1900 and the business is still here today, such as all these high fashion outlets. You know, like Gucci. Gucci isn't alive. The person that started the company Gucci, but it's still here. It outlived them. But that's not normal. That's not the average. Most motherfuckers are looking for pensions. They're trying to retire. They're trying to just kick back and just live life. They're not trying to be successful. Because you're not supposed to be successful in this society. See, this is the thing. Everybody promotes entrepreneurialism and everybody promotes success, but truly, people do not want to be successful. Now, why wouldn't a person want to be successful? Just look at the mentality they have. As I said before, look at the type of things that they're watching. Look at the type of words that are coming out their mouth. Look at the type of energy that they radiate from their aura. Does any of that equal to success? I don't think so. I don't think so. Misery loves company. How much complaining do people do on a daily basis? You can't go a single day without hearing somebody complain if it's not yourself. Somebody's complaining about something that they can't even change. You can go on Facebook every day. Somebody's hating on Donald Trump. And they know they can't do a goddamn thing about it. But they still give it their energy. For what? Like your motherfucking Facebook rant is gonna change the world? You fucking complaining and gossiping over the phone is gonna change your fucking reality? I don't think so. So why even give that shit energy when you can be focused on what can I do to better my situation instead of what is this person doing? What is that person doing? You know, who is this person fucking? Who is that person fucking? All the type of shit you're like, why do you even give a fuck about what somebody else is doing? But are you really built for success? That's a question you really need to ask yourself. Because you have to be the complete opposite of everything you've ever known. 1% of the population is successful. Really successful. Not just halfway, really successful. 1% of the population is really successful. What the fuck is the other 99% of the population doing? Well, I just told you. They on that bullshit. Let this plane go past. You know, we got the Air Force out here, so these motherfuckers don't sleep at all. It's constantly planes all in the sky at all times. But anyway, are you really built for this shit? If you gotta be the 1% out of the 99%, are you willing to handle that weight? Are you willing to cut off family members? Are you willing to cut off friends? Are you really willing to even kill? Why would you have to kill? Somebody may try to kill you. Are you willing to make that sacrifice? Because now you really have to show and prove who and what you are. No soft motherfuckers become successful. I'm just gonna tell it like it is. You can't be soft and successful. It does not go together. Look at all these new age motherfuckers. Where is their success? Everybody who's sitting around in nature meditating. Where is their success at? You're not gonna be successful and soft. It's just not happening. It's not happening. Now you can do well for yourself. I'm not saying that you can't do well. You can, pay your bills and you can have nice things. But the type of success I'm talking about is the type of success that you really have to be the minority on the planet. Not just in your city, not just in your state, not just in your country, but on the fucking planet. Your mind has to be stronger than 99% of the population. Are you built for that? All these motherfuckers who walk around with security, who's willing to die and kill, they have to do that. Right? You either got to surround yourself by fucking gorillas or paid professional security to kill or be killed. Because now you in the real world when you're successful. See, when you're not successful, nobody knows who you are. Nobody really gives a fuck. Unless you really are somebody. Right? So you really don't have to walk around looking over your shoulder if you don't live that type of lifestyle. But if you're trying to become successful, it's like you have to live this lifestyle. And you have to take this shit very seriously. There is no way around this. Your mind has to be that strong. How do you strengthen your mind? How do you make your mind stronger than literally the whole world? Your mind has to be so strong that you transcend gravity. What do I mean by that? Your mind has to be so strong that you transcend gravity. For example, success isn't really heavy, it's light. What do I mean by that? When you look at the elements, you have elements that are very heavy, so they get weighed down to the ground. Then you have subatomic elements that have no weight. The subatomic energy has no weight. This is before atoms. So now we're getting scientific on these motherfuckers. Subatomic particles or subatomic energy has no weight. That means it just floats in the atmosphere. This is why magnetism plays a part. What am I talking about? Subatomic particles clash together to create things, such as atoms, protons, electrons, neutrons. They collide together. What's making something that has no weight collide together? They have no weight. What is making them collide? How are they even moving? Magnetism. They're being drawn to each other, such as the Big Bang Theory. That's why it's a fucking theory, because it didn't really happen like that, but things like that does happen. They collide together and they create new things, such as a star that explodes and creates new stars. To become successful, it's like you tap into the subatomic energies of nature that can only be controlled by magnetism. And what type of magnetism do we have? Our thought. Our thought magnetizes things to us or repels certain things from us. So when you think, you are tapping into the subatomic particles of nature, magnetizing them to yourself, which is creating your reality, because they are colliding and they're bursting and things are being created, which shapes and forms your reality, how you perceive life. How is it that people can grow? You don't perceive life the same way you did when you was a child compared to now, right? When you was 2 years old, you don't perceive life like you do now. Why is that? Because your thoughts changed. When your thoughts change, you change. Now, I'm not saying that you just have to think positive. See, fuck that bullshit. It's not about thinking positive and just, be yourself and think positive. It's not about none of that. I'm not going to be on here too long. I just wanted to give a quick message. But it's not enough to think positive. You have to think realistic. You have to be a realist. Not somebody who's just in their imagination. You have to really understand how thought works. As I said in the previous video, everybody knows about Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, the classic book written in the early 1900s in the 20th century. But nobody knows about the Law of Success, which was over 1,000 pages long, who went into depth about how thought works, right? Ain't nobody about to read no 1,000-page book. Because most people haven't even read their own Bible that they fucking keep in their goddamn house, right? They ain't even read their fucking Bible, let alone a fucking 1,000-page book. But they read that 350-page book, that 250-page book. But that's just, it's a compressed version of that book. The Law of Success is this big. They realized ain't nobody gonna read this shit, so they compressed it down, and that's when it became a success. Think and Grow Rich is a compressed version of the Law of Success, which is this big. It's a compressed version. It's not even really giving you the true secrets of success. That's why most people that read that book don't become successful, because you're only getting, let's just say, 25% of the whole science of success. It's a compressed version, but again, people have short-term memory. They're not going to be able to remember 1,000 pages of information, you know. But the people that truly want success is going to read that 1,000-page book, or whatever book that they deem that they have to read. Are you really built for this shit, though? Are you willing to dedicate time to read a 1,000-page book? Whether it's that book or another type of book, it doesn't necessarily have to be that book, right? Are you willing to cut off everybody, your friends, your family, your associates? Are you willing to cut off everybody for your success? Or are you trying to bring everybody with you? See, that's that other bullshit. You trying to bring all your motherfuckers with you. It's not going to happen, because everybody isn't a pure soul like you. There's some evil motherfuckers even in your circle. Some hating motherfuckers even in your circle, and you know exactly who they are. But you still choose to fuck with these people. And you wonder why you ain't getting nowhere. Why are you fucking with known haters? Because you like to gossip. You like to be around this motherfucker. This motherfucker may have the weed. They may look nice or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Are you willing to go through this shit alone? Are you willing to walk in the woods alone in pure blackness and survive? Ask yourself. Could you survive in the wild? How well are your survival skills? Survival skills isn't job hunting. Anybody can do that shit. Can you survive without one? Do you know how to survive when you don't have a steady income or a stable income? Do you really know how to actually live in real life? Ask yourself. These questions need to be answered, because you will be faced with adversity more than the average person. See, the average person really doesn't have no problems. They just think they do, because they're trying to compare their lives to everybody else. The average person really has no problems. What fucking problems do you have when you have a steady fucking paycheck? How is that a problem? It's how you manage your fucking money. That's the problem. You have problems when you can pay your rent every month. You still have fucking problems? I don't think so. You just want to live a grander life without putting in that work. Trying to be a lazy fuck. How many people are out here exercising on a daily basis? Thinking higher thoughts, reading new books, taking in new information every single fucking day. Not many. Motherfuckers can barely get through their 8-hour work day, let alone fucking get through an 8-hour work day, read a book every day, exercise, continually putting things in your mind, and, you know, having proper eating habits. You know, your diet is on point, you drinking enough water every day, and you on your spiritual path. Most motherfuckers are not doing all that shit. It's not happening. But you can do it. You can put in that hard work, and you can become successful, and you can cut off all this bullshit and accept your true form. We are cosmic beings. We come from the cosmos. That is our pure form. We are pure energy. But the lifestyle we live cuts us off from all that. That's why everybody seems lost and confused. It's because of their fucking lifestyle. When you change your lifestyle, not just your eating habits, not just your thoughts, your whole lifestyle needs to be changed to a more pure lifestyle. It needs to be holistic, 360 degrees. Not 250, not 180, 360 degrees. A full transformation needs to happen. But are you willing to put in the work? Sometimes it takes 5 years, as I said in the last videos, 5 years, 7 years, sometimes it even takes 10 years. Are you willing to work for 10 years to make a complete transformation? It's not going to happen overnight because you need to deal with the demons. You need to deal with the devils. It's not going to happen. But are you strong enough? Are you built? Do you really have enough courage to survive in the wild wild west? See, life is easy now. People are not threatened by wildlife, right? Imagine living in the 1500s. Imagine living when they were decapitating people. Like, you would do a certain crime and get your fucking head cut off. You would do a crime and get hung in front of everybody. Public executions. And everybody's cool with it. That's just the way they deal with their problems. Shit was way more barbaric. You can literally watch somebody get their fucking head cut off and watch the head roll off the fucking stage and just watch the blood squirt out their necks. And this is perfectly acceptable. This is just how they dealt with certain particular motherfuckers. Now, nowadays, they may give you the electric chair or they may inject you, lethal injection and all that. It's soft now. But imagine living in more barbaric times. Trying to be successful in the 1500s, in the year 1000, where motherfuckers was living in caves. You didn't have rent. So you had kingdoms. But if you were outside the kingdom, you were on your fucking own. You got kingdoms, then you got the wildlife. When you step outside of those castle doors, them kingdom doors, now you're in the wild. And people chose to be in the wild. Everybody didn't want to be a part of a fucking kingdom and be ruled over. You could be out in the wild and live in a fucking cave and survive. But you had to learn a whole different skill set of survival. Whereas the people that were protected by the kingdom, most of those people were not successful because it's only so much you can do because now you are subjected to the rules and regulations of the kingdom. And sometimes, most of the time, and most likely all of the time, they are not built for people to become successful. The rules, regulations, and laws of this land do not support people being successful. Otherwise, everybody would be successful. It doesn't support success. Success is not supported by the land. This is why most people are not. But what they will feed you is the bullshit. They will give you false news. They will give you a fucked up diet. They will put fucked up thoughts in your head. That's what they will do. They will poison your mind and poison your body, which leads you to become sick. Most people are sick and don't even know they're sick. And I'm not just talking about physical diseases. I'm talking about mental diseases. Because they are not pure. They have become evil in their spirits. When you become evil in your spirit, you become a hater. When you become a hater, you're worried about everybody else but yourself because you're not satisfied with yourself. So you're taking it out on everybody who you deem it is successful and what they should or shouldn't be doing. Instead of trying to elevate yourself, trying to tap into those subatomic energies of nature, of the universe, and magnetize this with your mind so that they can collide and create new elements and particles for you to succeed. Success is a science. Success is a lifestyle. Success is a mentality. And this shit is not built overnight. It takes years. It takes 21 days to form a new habit. But let's just say you have to form 720 new habits to be successful? Are you willing to put in that work? Are you willing to learn 720 new habits to become successful? You got to ask yourself that question. You know? Hey, what else do I need to say? This is just a little motivation. Get your shit together. I need to do the same, so it's not just for the people I'm speaking to. This is for me too. This is a message for me too. I'm still on the path like everybody else. But be real with yourself. Fuck everybody else. And that's it. Hopefully everybody is on their shit. I'll get at y'all later. Salute. Hotep. Peace. Fuck the bullshit. We out.